Part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Find more great shows at greenlitpodcasts.com.
Alex, I'm back in school for one more semester.
Oh, like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, just like him.
Cool.
I don't think Rodney had to deal with multiple calls and emails from the school testing their emergency system, whatever.
Oh, no.
For some reason today, they decided to do like 5 different tests of their, what they call the RAVE emergency alert system. No idea what RAVE stands for because all their messages are all caps anyway. So somebody probably just reads it and thinks there's no raves going on.
Wait, it's
in a while.
RAVE?
Oh yeah.
Well, RAVE obviously.
Okay, Alex, acronym master. Go ahead. Tell me what an emergency alert system called RAVE would stand for.
RAVE obviously stands for raves. Always. Variable emergency.
Right? Would you like to try that again?
Okay. RAVE obviously stands for Regina's annual vaccination expedition. It's a Canadian program whereby Saskatchewanians go to get their COVID vaccines in groups.
Yeah, every year? We've only had 1 year of it.
Well, it's first annual. They've only had one so far. Let's try to be positive here, Ray.
We're not all dead yet.
That's true.
All right, fine.
What does it actually stand for? Can we agree the E is for emergency?
Probably.
Okay.
I really don't have any clue.
Oh.
But I got, I think 3 phone calls, 3 emails, and 3 texts.
What?
Basically all saying, this is only a test. And I'm like, on the first try, I was like, okay, it works, guys. It works.
They all just say, yo, watch out.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Well, they also send, a few months ago, I got an email from a similar service, I think, just like a test email like saying, some of this criminal activity went down on campus. Thought you should know. It's like, I don't know because I'm not there. It's the pandemic. No one gives a shit. And it was also like, we took care of like a suspicious person who was acting erratically. Still don't care.
A dangerous squirrel
50 miles away.
A dangerous squirrel was spotted at the cantina. Please maintain a safe distance.
In May. Here it goes. Yeah, it just sent me an email. An alert from the campus police on May at 22:36 hours. So military time,
cool.
Of course, because stupid cops like to pretend they're soldiers. Even campus cops. At 22:36 hours, a male subject was arrested at the San Jose City College parking structure. Also, not the college I go to. He was arrested for possession of swords and impersonating an officer.
Whoa!
He is currently in custody at the Santa Clara County Jail. And then I was like, okay, that was worth telling me about.
Yeah.
That was good.
Wow, we've never gotten an overnerd from them before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi, Ray and Alex.
I'm
using my only phone call. Let you guys know. Got an overnerd for you.
You always say, nerds, you may have heard or been, right. And well, I guess I'm the latter.
There you go. Yeah. So here's the thing: that was actually the second notification of that day. The first time they did an accidental test, that was like an old alert.
Yeah. Did it just say "Here come to test"?
No, it said on February 28th, 2018.
Okay.
At approximately 12:43 hours, a 19-year-old male was arrested at the college campus for H&S 11357C, possession of marijuana on campus.
Is this a logic problem?
A shit. I don't know. It was some sort of, yeah.
Is this like a Phoenix Wright case? Like, what's going on?
Well,
why are you telling me this?
Alex,
What's up?
Alex?
Hi.
It's a college. They love citations, okay?
They do.
You gotta cite properly.
I guess that's true.
So they cited the citation properly. Anyway, yeah. So at first it was like an old test of somebody who had marijuana, big fucking whoop. But then it was like, oh, the real test or the real message is somebody was walking around with swords and impersonating an officer. It's like, I don't think we've had officers with swords since like, the Meiji era?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you know what? You know what this
samurai were abolished?
You know what this campus needs more of? The Shinsengumi.
Yeah, right.
Oh God,
damn it! I'm scratchy because of eating spicy food. I had 2 salads today.
I don't like the idea of Ray having 2 salads in one day.
Yeah. Well, one was really spicy, so that's why I'm scratchy.
You had a spicy salad.
Yes, dipshit. We had chicken with the Szechuan sauce. We tossed that into a bunch of cabbage.
Don't give me attitude because I'm surprised at your lunch.
Well, you give me attitude all the time.
Yeah, but when, for real reasons.
I don't think you're really a dipshit all the time.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Hey.
It's now more Whoppers. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Ray Barnholt, owner of 9 Tendos, and with me as always, inventor of the Italian bagel, the Daigle, Alex Fraioli.
It's going places, and you know what? It's the water that makes it different.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Put a nice prosciutto.
Yeah, get a prosciutto. Get yourself some capers. Put a little lox on there. Head on down to Alderman's Deli. It's the best in the city.
Alderman's? That doesn't sound Italian.
Which city? I won't say.
That's Italian.
Yeah, it's Italian. It's the Italian city.
Yeah. City of Italy.
Yeah. Italy is Italy. We often forget that,
Yes, indeed.
We forget that that's the meaning of the season.
And the I don't know, the reason for the feelings of the meason.
We can start over. Hi.
From
Hi,
the
Ray.
top. No.
How
Hi,
you doing?
Alex. Fine.
Good.
I'm not sure if we did open with this exactly, but maybe we should follow up basically where we left off last time.
Okay.
Talking about a little game.
Yeah.
That had some certain art problems in it.
Okay.
You know what? Let's just roll right into it. How about that?
Yes.
Here we go.
Jay's All New with Gillian Anderson and Rosalind Carter, NBC tonight.
Tonight we continue our coverage of the crisis in the Pacific Rim, weeks after dozens of remastered pixels go missing in Japan, decimating acres of forest. Lawmakers are still demanding answers from those in charge. The effects are even reaching back home. We have the story of 2 friends, experts in their field, and an ocean between them, torn apart by conflict and struggling to pick up the pieces. And a countdown to kickoff, the new NFL season, just moments away here on No More Whoppers. Yes, hello. So, Final Fantasy IV came out.
Yes.
In the intervening weeks.
Right.
In the interim.
I streamed the whole thing. I had a great time.
That is true. So did I.
Good, yeah.
Not the whole thing.
Yeah.
I did stream it. Yeah, so it came out on whatever day it was. I was like, you know what? I got to get up early for a thing anyway. Why not stream first thing in the morning and wait for the game to launch? And then I'll stream it for a bit and then make sure to be the first one to check on if that tree tile was fixed. And I sort of forgot that, one of the first frames once you start the game is looking at the forest because it's that opening airship thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, they did not fix it. Well, I guess I'm going to play this for a little bit so we have some content. But nonetheless, I felt like, well, I guess I might as well give my due recompense to Alex, and so I just subbed to your channel for slipped you a few bucks.
That's what that
for
was.
The trouble.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, it's
it was fun.
All right, guys, fun's fun. Give us the tile.
Well, hey, it turns out you've got the game anyway. You played it through.
Right. I mean, look, before we even had, I can't call that a discussion, shouting match. I had already pre-ordered all of the games, so like it was foregone anyway that I'm giving them money for these, no matter how good or bad they are.
Oh yeah, true. Well, me too, but of course I was the one the least upset about this whole endeavor.
Yes.
But yeah, you did that. That's cool.
And it is a good version of the game, except for that one omission.
Okay.
Once again, they went, I mean, so far, the strongest things about these Pixel remasters has nothing to do with the pixels and everything to do with the soundtrack, because they are really good.
Yeah, there you go.
I had one complaint about the FF4 soundtrack, though, and that is they added grace notes to a lot of songs. And grace notes are something that I kind of associate with like amateur trumpet playing, because that's basically, as a hot shot trumpet player in middle school and early high school, you stick grace notes in pieces of music because you think it sounds cool. And maybe it does, but it also just makes you sound like a ginormous douche.
I'm not smart enough to know what that is.
Oh, it's basically when you have a note coming up, usually a sustained note, you just before it, you have like you have a run of like 2 or 3 notes. So like if you had a passage that went bum bum, instead you would play bum ba bum.
Okay.
Yeah. The FF4 remastered, a
little bit of ad-libbing.
Yeah. This is a little bit of stylization that's not in the score, but you're adding because you're just a hotshot. And there's a lot of that in the FF4 remaster soundtrack. And I don't think it's objectively bad. I just think it's I don't want to say cringe, but it sounds awkward to me.
Of course not.
It sounds awkward to me personally because it's something that I used to do, and I think a lot of us used to do. Playing trumpet was just sticking grace notes because you think it sounds cool and you think you're just hot trumpet shit.
All right, yeah, that kind of sounds like something I'd do.
And it's really only noticeable because they're pretty short compositions, and so they loop pretty often, so you hear them over and over and over again. But I mean, the battle themes are fantastic.
True.
Just the bestest.
True enough.
Get those.
Yeah, grace notes. I mean, yeah, I'm not a musician, but I probably would do that a lot.
Yeah?
Because I'm a douche.
No!
Seems like a good thing to do.
Yeah, but you follow the rules. Grace notes are like an impromptu improv kind of deal.
First of all, I don't appreciate you supposing that you know so much about me.
You do. You're wearing a button-down shirt with the top button buttoned.
Wouldn't that also make me a douche?
Yes. Wait, actually, now that I look harder, only the top button is buttoned, and you've got a knife.
Okay, well, stabby.
All right.
First of all, I'm wearing my pink Mario USA shirt.
Very nice.
In fact, I haven't really worn a collared shirt. Last time it was in May. And then previously, I don't remember, like fall 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, because I lost my job and then I was going to school. It's like, who needs to wear a collared shirt anymore?
Not you.
T-shirt and a hoodie. That's been me.
That's the way to be.
Me for a while. Yes, indeed. And then I've accented this with my Japanese Super Mario USA shirt.
Pretty good.
There you go. Now, would a douche do that?
I reserve
Sorry,
comment.
I won't let that go.
Okay. Raymond, I've got big news. What's up?
Hold on. Let's close out Final Fantasy IV.
All right.
I do get angry a lot.
There we go. Continue.
Boy, that drop's going to get a lot of use. Oh, man. Yeah, somebody mentioned, I noticed on stream that I was flying through the game really fast. I think I ended up finishing in under 14 hours, and somebody was like, oh yeah.
It's kind of a fast game.
Yeah. I mean, FF4 was already a short game, but somebody mentioned that I think they doubled experience gain, which makes it...
Sure.
Yeah, it's great. It feels a little bit more modern, less grinding to do. What's up?
It feels like it moves fast, too.
Yeah.
You know, the flipping and the running.
Yeah.
The menuing, so on and so forth.
Menuing. But I want to say I still have hope. They are going to fix that tile eventually, because every gripe that I had with FF2 that was glitch related has been patched since I started bitching about it. The blood sword thing, the status ailment thing, those have been fixed. So unfortunately, I already suffered through the entire game with those glitches. I guess you did too.
Not the entire game.
Okay.
I haven't beaten any of them yet, but yes, I understand.
Man, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but the final dungeon music in FF2 is way better than that game deserves in the Pixel Remaster. It's so good.
Everybody hates FF2, huh?
It's not, yeah.
Love to hate it.
I mean, there's a lot of good things about it. Like, I like individual things about it, The soundtrack's good, and again, the final dungeon's outstanding. I couldn't find it on YouTube, so I just recorded it from my copy of the game and uploaded it.
Okay.
It's
wow, high quality rips.
I mentioned this to somebody, and then I had a third party mention this back to me a week later. The
third party, heretofore unnamed.
Thank you. It was confirmed months ago that the new FF14 expansion is going to have FF2 Pandemonium content. Pandemonium is the final dungeon of FF2. And the Pandemonium theme in the Pixel Remaster is so good, it just straight up sounds like it's out of FF14.
It is so good looking.
It is so good looking. It sounds like it's just a minute and 20 seconds from what will eventually be a track in FF14. It's that good. Like it's a recording of a live band. It's got a chorus in the background telling you in no uncertain terms, yes, Dingus, this is the final dungeon.
Really? Did they chant that?
Yeah, it's, I mean, not in English, but you can tell.
Like Sephiroth's theme?
He's there.
One-winged angel?
He goes casual. Sephiroth goes Hawaiian. Check it out now.
No, I was talking about the music.
Who?
The chanting and the music.
Yeah. Yeah, they got those monks.
One-winged angel.
They got those monks from Chant to do One-Winged Angel.
Heard that on TV a lot.
The monks from Chant and the monks from Stomp. Those guys were monks, right? the guys from Stomp teamed up to do it. They did a collabo called Chomp Stamp? No, Champ Stomp? Wait. Chant Stomp. Chomp Stamp sounds like something. Anyway, this has gone off the rails.
They compromised and just called it CH''Tomp.
That's an app.
Chatomp.
Yeah, Chatomp. That's like,
well, Alex,
that's the original Black Panther.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Well, I appreciate your optimism about the tree tile.
Yeah.
However, it is still funny that Square Enix uses it as like the first screenshot on the App Store and probably other places.
Yeah.
Because it's the first thing you see is the overworld with all that sticking out at you, which is pretty funny.
And I think
Again,
it
not
just
something I get mad at, but funny.
It just seems like it was several consecutive oversights. Like, first of all,
pretty much
the folks working on the game missed it, and then the people organizing, screenshots for release missed it. Whoever posted it to their social media,
no choice.
Huh?
Or kind of had no choice.
Yeah, or
they wanted
even
to show a good amount of a variety, and they couldn't.
And then whoever posted it to the social media missed it, or again had no choice. Yeah. And then the people who may have railed on it and replied to the Twitter post, like, how likely is it that the social media person is then going to feed that back to the higher ups and be like, hey, there's trees missing?
Well, it's a non-zero chance.
I guess.
Things happen like that sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, look, the reason I am remaining optimistic about it is because they did address the crippling issues with FF2 in a more or less timely manner, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And pretty good for the one everyone hates.
Yeah. 2!
Well, I guess for most people, it's still just begging for Switch versions.
Oh, boy.
That's why everyone would still be mad at it, I guess. Oh, and the font.
Yeah, they still haven't done anything about the font, have they?
No. I think that might take a bit more chipping away. Because speaking of social media, everybody on the English side of the company is just like, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
Certainly no one is happy with that who can actually,
they can't be.
Read and speak English. Yeah. But there it is.
Just imagine Jimmy Pardo looking at this font and going, you can't be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly. very, very Jimmy Pardo thing. Yeah.
Just icing the font.
It's a cartoon. It's a fantasy land.
It is. It's called Eorzea. Wait.
You need a good font.
You do.
Well, of course, looking forward to the rest of them. Nonetheless, they got 5 and 6 coming.
They're going to be great. I was
on the way.
I was wishing, hopefully and pointlessly, for 2D demake pixel demasters of FF7, 8, and 9. But I think that's just a pipe dream.
That's hopeful.
Because you're basically talking about redesigning entire environments to lose a whole dimension, which is probably not convenient.
Yes. Reminds me of some weird fan gamer thing years ago now who tried to make a 2D version of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
What?
Just make it look like Link to the Past.
Oh.
It's just like, good luck.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think that panned out.
Yeah, how would Epona even work?
You tell me.
Awkwardly.
Good enough? Yep.
Yeah.
The only time I think it really worked was there are also like fan demakes of Mega Man 7 and 8 in NES style.
Oh, yeah.
So now you can play ones that are like all online.
I think
1 to 10 all look the same.
I think that works if you're going in roughly the same format, but like going 3D to 2D is a little rough, right?
Pretty much, yeah. It works in some ways, not in others.
No,
that's for sure.
Oh, good news about my spine.
Excuse me?
I finally bought what they call a gamer chair for my
all right.
for my gamer spine.
And you're not kidding.
I'm a gamer.
You did get a gamer / racing chair.
I'm a gamer.
I did. Because I'm a gamer and a racer.
All right.
It is. Hang on, I gotta look at this thing. It says GT. I can't tell if it says GT Racing or GTR Acing on it. Because every
well, it's probably from China, so who knows?
Every letter is white except the A, which is blue. So I don't know if it's supposed to be GT Racing or GTR Acing.
I see.
But it's great. It's comfy. It cost me $1.60 on Amazon.com.
Yeah, $1.50.
Yeah, give the kid $1.50 exactly.
Okay.
And it's not.
Well, I'm glad you at least upgraded somehow.
Yeah,
better than nothing, right?
Yes. Somebody told me they were having a furniture sale down at the lobby. That's
Furniture Barn.
The Furniture Barn.
Oh.
That's LABI down near Nagoya Station. So I went over there. I sat in some computer chairs, and I said, "Wow, this one's comfy."
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's 35,000 yen. I guess that's the sale price. So I snapped a picture of the model number, put it into Amazon, found it for $160. So
right,
even a Japanese sale at a brick and mortar is going to be twice as much as you're paying on Amazon when it comes to office chairs.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because those are definitely, I think, not to diminish your purchase. Like I said, you upgraded. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying stated fact when I say all those have pretty much come from the same factory in China.
Yeah.
And even the ones that have name brands on them, like whatever PC name brand or whatever, found out that they were all basically the same kind anyway. So actually, you probably did the smartest thing, which you just went on Amazon and got the cheapest one, I assume, and
not the cheapest, but close enough.
Well, you were of that sort of type.
Yeah, like I'm not getting $1,000 gamer chair with neon lights and speakers in the headrest.
Because I'm sure you looked at them all, and they all, pretty much had the same shape.
Yeah.
Same dimensions.
Well, that was the issue. I originally went down to Osu to sit in computer chairs because, Osu is sort of, it's mini.
Where else are you going to go?
What?
Where else are you going to go to sit in chairs?
Yeah. Osu has sometimes been called the Akiba of Nagoya, and it kind of is. It's got a big tech district or area, but it's all kinds of commerce. But I figured, you know what? No one's going to know computer chairs better than the nerds in Osu. And there were a bunch of stores that had them. I sat in a whole bunch, and they were all comfy, and they were all great. But the problem is, I don't know how this is going to feel after 3 hours. I can't sit here for 3 hours. I asked very nicely.
Exactly.
And they kicked me out of the store. Like, they kicked the chair, and I just rolled out of the store and down a hill.
Whee!
No, that would have been funny. Whee! I'll take it! Yeah. So I just said, fuck it. I just bit the bullet, and I just, went down to lobby, sat in one, was like, yeah, this is fine. And then found it for 16,000 yen on Amazon and just bought it. And yeah, this was an upgrade that was a long time coming because I was using a very uncomfortable kitchen chair for 14 years. It's not ideal.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah. And this is great. It's like, it's cushy. It's got lumbar support. What?
How can you not want to kill yourself after that?
Well, it taught me to sit up straight, which is helpful. Like when you have an uncomfortable chair, if you have an uncomfortable chair and you've got nothing else to work with, if you just sit up straight, you're helping. The problem is if you have a shitty chair and you're slouching, like that's going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
But this chair's no slouch, am I right?
Right. Yep.
Cool.
And you did all this right before IKEA launches their gaming furniture line.
Oh, fuck. IKEA, I didn't know. Okay.
Yep. A pretty good Swedish accent there.
Listen, I learned all my Swedish.
Excuse me.
I learned all my Swedish from, we have a guy who comes and cooks for us sometimes, and I pick it up. I pick up bits and pieces from him.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Very good.
He's also got a bizarre skincare routine. He's got skin like felt. All right. What?
Well, I'm glad you got the chair. I'm sure it's helping in your streaming.
It is. It's helping a lot. I streamed for 6 hours last night without even realizing it. I was so comfortable. I was so comfortable and I was having so much fun that I looked at OBS and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. It's been bedtime for 3 hours.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, there you go.
I also have my own issues with OBS, but that's neither here nor there. I really wish audio shit would work and stay working in OBS. Every time OBS updates, something stops working.
You have the best luck just in general, don't you?
I'm starting to, I don't know. Is it just luck or is it things I don't understand? Because I was having issues with, my text to speech, my bits, my notifications.
Yeah.
Because it was working fine for a long time. And then I decided I wanted to change up my setup. I wanted to move my mic out of my face. So I moved the mic 6 inches away, but I cranked up the gain. But the mixer countered that by sort of equalizing everything, which means now that the bit alerts are super quiet because I'm loud into the mixer. So I went on to Streamlabs. I cranked up the text-to-speech volume. Uh-oh, it's already at 100. Oh, shit. Well, we can make it an audio thing in OBS. Let's do that. Now I can't hear it. I can make it loud enough, but the audience, the people watching the stream can hear it. I can't hear it, which means I'm always talking over it. And it's one of those problems that has a very easy and obvious fix 99% of the time. So that when you Google it, 99% of the answers are that answer. Yeah. That doesn't fix my problem.
No, you're one of the lucky ones. You're the ones who have a very specific version of the problem.
But before anybody says, oh, just make sure it's set to monitor an output. It has been. That's not the issue. I don't know what the issue is.
Either that or
fucking my steez. What?
It's a follow-up post that says, hey, I figured it out. Never mind. Close the thread.
Oh my God. Yeah. Those. Jesus Christ.
Thanks anyway.
There was something similar where somebody posted about the problem and then the reply was, okay, step one is you're going to want to go into these settings, change this to this, that to that, and then try this. And then the original poster replied with, all right, cool. What next? And then nothing.
Yeah.
No more replies. And that was 4 years ago. Your dad ain't coming back.
No, he's not.
To fix this audio issue. Yeah, it's been very, it's been perplexing. I don't, like the way that it got fixed last time was I fiddled with the settings to what I thought was correct. Didn't do anything. Restarted OBS. Nothing. Rebooted my computer. Nothing. Streamed for 2 days. Opened OBS one day and it was working. I am about to murder a human being.
That's a shame.
Pac-Man, you're fucked.
What's up?
That's a shame. I really do wish, I could just come over there and figure it out for you.
That would be fun. I mean, we would spend most of the time just going out to eat, going to convenience stores, and watching TV.
I'm trying to watch my figure.
What?
But,
I'm also trying to watch your figure. Am I right?
Can we just...
I'm a gamer.
Can we just go to the conveni once and get a lot of things once and then not go multiple times? Okay.
I mean, I guess.
You got to stock up.
Yeah, you do. Wait a minute. What's that noise? Is that me or you?
I think it's you.
Who's rattling like a tin can?
Yeah.
Oil Slick 2.0? Is that you? Okay, I don't know what that was.
All right.
Sounded like there was a train on the road.
How close are you to the outside?
Very.
I see.
Hey, I'm going to run this through my noise suppressor. It's going to work wonders. You believe you me.
All right, fine. We'll find out. The listener will find out. once the episode's
After
up.
this. Oh, yes. So technically after this. After this point in time, the listener will find out. Oh, I got my second dose of the vaccine.
That's right.
That's been pretty good.
Right. How'd that go?
Good. It went fine. First time I went in, I had no side effects after the first dose, but immediately after the injection, I did get incredibly dizzy and almost faint for 15 minutes.
Well, that doesn't sound like it went well.
It didn't. I think I mentioned this at the end of last episode, but like I was looking around for staff to signal to as if to say, hey, I'm about to pass out.
You did say that, yes.
Yeah, and I didn't. I ended up just putting my head in my hands and it eventually passed. But so when I went to get the second dose, you know, before you go in, they screen you and they're like, did you have any effects after the first dose? And I was like, yeah, right after the injection, I got real dizzy and almost passed out for 15 minutes. And they're like, oh, that's not good. And I was worried they wouldn't give me the second dose because of it. But she just said, all right, so today instead of 15 minutes, we're going to need to watch you for 30 minutes. I was like, oh, that's it? That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So they just did that. And I had no ill effects at all immediately after. I just sat there for half an hour. Sat there for half an hour looking at my phone, just feeling fine. I think what happened the first time was I just didn't eat a lot that day.
Oh, jeez.
And my body got this influx of the vaccine and started, you know, going into overdrive like, oh, we gotta deal with this new thing. Coupled with, I could feel my like circulatory system. You know how after you get a vaccine, you can feel it, or after you get a shot, like you feel kind of, tense all over.
Alex, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never felt that.
What?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
No. I probably felt the effects of alcohol more than any vaccine.
Okay. I know you don't feel the effects of caffeine, and we've been over that.
Yeah, right. Let's avoid that.
I feel like a dullness, like a dull pain in my extremities. I feel my circulatory system kind of like ramping up.
Jesus.
But then it passes after like, you know, half an hour. But the side effects, the proper ones, basically I was achy and painy for about a day and that was it.
Really?
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I felt warm. I don't know if I had a fever or not because I took my temperature twice and both times it was normal.
Okay.
But I felt like I was running a fever.
Warm or flush?
I guess flush. I don't know. I guess. I mean, I was constantly receiving compliments from my admirers, so maybe it was a blush situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
You've been in this situation, certainly. Backstage, and, you know, someone comes in, they've got that backstage pass, so you have to hang out with them.
Where's this going? What?
What's up? I don't know.
Where'd this go from blushing? What?
You know, because I'm blushing. I'm embarrassed.
But you're a performer.
Oh, you said flush. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, what the fuck? I thought you said flush at the beginning, but then you moved on to blush. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I didn't say flush. You said flush. You brought up flush.
Yes, and then you continued and said flush after that. I thought.
You're like the plumber trying to sell me on a space-age toilet. You keep bringing up the flush. I love being hairless. I really do. So I don't feel like I had... I mean, I felt like I was warm, but I wasn't running a temperature, so to speak. Because I took my temperature twice.
Do you usually run hot?
I think
No? Okay.
I must usually run cold, right?
All right.
Because if I was feeling warm and I took my temperature and my temperature was considered normal.
Fair enough.
Normal being 36.5 Celsius.
Yes, sir.
Know what I mean? Or maybe I just had the fever right between, you know, in the 12 hours when I took those two temperatures. I don't know. But look, regardless of what happened, here is the outcome. I woke up yesterday to find 9.
What?
9 voice recordings on my phone.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It looks like they were all recorded on Tuesday. I remember one of them.
Don't tell me.
This is not Alex's Dream Corner. I think this is Alex's, I don't have a name for this segment. Fever Theater? Fever? I don't know. These are my fever thoughts. I have not listened to any of these. I remember what one is because I was laughing so hard about it. But I'm just going to play these. And we're gonna discover these. How about Fever Dream? What's that?
Fever Dream Corner, right? Simple.
Yeah, that works. Okay, Alex's Fever Dream Corner. I'm gonna play these into my microphone because I do not have. I've not actually put them on my PC, so I'm just gonna hold my phone up to the mic.
Could you? Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It adds to the feel, to the sound. They're very short. We can just blaze through these. The first one is 16. What?
Be careful they don't get noise suppressed.
Okay, that's all right. All. If they do, I'll import that. We can put them in post. All right. Here's the first one. It's only 16 seconds long. Let's see what we got.
Moderna. You know what? I feel okay. I feel confident using a product personally researched and developed by Laura Dern. Get it into you.
Okay, next.
Right. So we're off to a good start.
We're off to the races.
We're off to the races.
Yeah.
All right. This one is 13 seconds.
Hey, are you my brain? Wait. Hey, my brain is hot. Are you also my brain? Are you
Okay. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Some kind of pickup line?
Yeah, you were trying to pick up somebody on the other side of the thing there.
Okay. This one's only 7 seconds.
Why do they call them antibodies if they're good for your body?
All right.
Can I just ask where you are in this situation? Like, first of all, is your wife around?
No, I think she's at work. I think I'm in bed.
Are you okay? You're in bed. What time of day?
Because I remember I spent. This is, I think, early evening.
Okay.
Because I spent time? Most of the day in. What's that?
Around dinner? After dinner?
Around dinner, yeah. So I was getting hungry. I was hungry and fevery, and I was, I was still working through it because I was,
hold on.
I'm making antibodies.
All right.
This one is 29 seconds.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
What happened to the Dave Attell show where he would go out all night and just hang out in cities? It was called Out All Night, Up All Night, Dave Attell going out all night, All Out with Dave Attell, Dave Attell's citywide manhunt, Dave Attell going out late at night, taco wings, Dave Attell, Dave Attell
Taco
for you in the wee hours of the morning, Dave Attell's slam jams, Dave.
Okay, what was that show called?
You don't
Insomniac.
I was wondering, what the fuck? Are you faking it? What is going on?
I seriously did not remember until just now.
Jesus.
I love that show.
Yes, Insomniac. And yes, I agree with you. What happened to it?
Can he bring it back?
I don't know. Is he still alive?
He's got to be. I mean, that show's 20 years old. Oh, God. Yes.
Try that again. A little less loud.
Yes.
There we go.
No, it was fine the first time.
No,
this one's only 2 seconds. I don't know what 2 seconds can be.
Hey, this sucks.
Agreed.
Three-word review of No More Robbers.
Wait, it's not 2 words? You including
Hey, this sucks.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Yes. I missed the hey. Yeah.
All
right. The Canadian version, this sucks, hey.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is the longest one at 35 seconds.
All right. Gear up.
What if Harrison Ford had to give a speech at the daytime Emmys? I think it would go a little something like this. We did it, Chewie, old pal. And Chewie roars. You can say that again. And then Chewie roars a different way. I hope I can stick this on the dashboard of the Millennium Falcon. And the crowd cheers. and then they have some extra time, but they don't know what to do with it. So it's kind of awkward. But everyone's still real happy for him.
So that was your grand finale.
No, there's 3 more of these.
All right. So let's say climax and then denouement.
Yeah, this is we had the rising action. This is the climax, and then we're coming up on the denouement.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, this is only 14 seconds.
Hey, here's my impression of Leonardo DiCaprio. Hold for applause. Moving some boxes. Hey, Kevin, move these fucking boxes.
Great.
Uh-huh.
This is a lot like Harris's foam corner. I'm slowly realizing.
Yes.
Here's some shit I wrote when I was sleepy, and now I'm going to force you to listen to it.
Well, it's been years of this now, Alex, so you might as well
I guess
keep
that's
rolling.
true.
Keep on rolling.
All right. Well, you've only got 2 more.
It's a pandemic. What else are you going to do?
We're going to power through these because we're good. We're a family, and families stick together.
Oh, yeah, a lot of power.
Sticking together is what good waffles do.
Just
this is 21 seconds.
Play the thing.
Well, no one told you life was going to be this way.
God.
Your job is bad, you said. Your dog just ran away. It's like you're always having big bad problems.
All right. Okay.
Really fell apart there.
Yeah, I know the words to that song.
Apparently not.
But I do though.
Apparently
I mean,
you betrayed
whether
yourself
or not
in your
did.
fugue state.
Like whether or not you're aware, I think everybody has heard that song enough in the background to know the lyrics. All right, here's the last one. It's only 8 seconds long.
Okay.
Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston.
Okay.
What? Wow, you can.
I don't even know what that was supposed to.
I don't know, but you can really see the. Speaking of denouement, the denouement of your mental state, just like slowly deteriorating.
I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Nah.
What was that supposed to be?
Let's see.
Oh, you know what it was?
Let's workshop it. Let's punch it up.
You know what? I think maybe I was thinking about Coach McGurk going, New York Times, which always makes me laugh. I think that might have been what it was. I don't know. The point is,
there is no point.
We've all recovered. There is no point. But yeah, I guess that those kind of add up to one dream, right? If you want to spin those 9 clips into some sort of narrative, you're welcome to try. Use that as a writing exercise. Make a video game based around those 9 as a story.
How many Hughes pounds in a Whitney Houston?
You know what? The transcriptions of those, that's what's inscribed on the 9 rings that Sauron gave to the humans, the human kings.
Okay, thank God you said 9 rings. I thought you were going to say something about 9/11.
Well, yeah, that's when Sauron did 9/11
memorial.
When Sauron gave the 9/11 memorial to the city of New York, he made sure to inscribe all of those. And as a result, it looks like it's a poem attributed to Whitney Houston twice for some reason. Unfairly maligned, our boy Sauron.
Are you sure you're not still having a fever?
I feel great.
Are you sure?
Hold up some fingers.
I'm holding
Good
up
job.
3 fingers.
And success.
All right,
What's
good
up?
job. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
You want another finger?
I
got one for you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my God, rude!
The Turks!
What?
Rude.
Oh, God damn it.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Remember Reno 911? It's about how the Turks did 9/11.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. I'm fine now, mostly. I feel great. It's amazing.
Yep.
It's amazing how you feel afterwards physically, like, cause like you spend a day being miserable, and then when you bounce back, your body's like, oh, that's right, being alive is the best. This rules. I feel great.
Well, also, maybe also the excitement of getting that COVID vaccine.
That's right. I was just talking to my mom about this very thing. I was late to record today because I was talking to my mama. And she mentioned the same thing. She mentioned how after she got the second dose, she felt like a weight had been lifted. Like, oh my God, I don't have to like freak out so much when I go out, knowing that I'm this much safer.
All right. Yeah.
And obviously it's not 100%, but it still feels great. I mean, it's, I think I got Moderna, which I think they said is 95 to 99% effective against original recipe and 80% effective against the Delta variant. I don't think there's any data on the other variants, though.
Right. Well, I was hearing stuff like,
but it's
Moderna booster boosts pretty well. Boosts past Pfizer. Who gives a flying fuck? Just get them.
Yeah, just get one.
God.
Is there a way to boost past 100%?
Yeah, you got to overclock.
Oh, shit! How do I overclock?
Well, you got to tweak the voltages a little bit. Make sure it doesn't crash. You got to go back and forth a bit. Just make sure you're not crashing.
Okay.
And once it's stable, you're in good shape. You've done it.
Put me down. I'm down.
Of course, along with the voltage, the key thing is keeping it cool. After that, you got to make sure your temperatures are in the right zone,
I always
not shooting up too high all the time. Yeah, okay. Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh,
why are you unbuttoning your shirt?
What's
Sir,
up? I thought this was the store's shirt that I was trying on. Silly me. No, I walked in with this one. I do apologize. But yeah, just give me the beef and cheddar combo.
Okay.
And scene. Thank you, folks. Thanks for coming out to support live podcasting.
And vaccine. Let's take a break, shall we?
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I like and vaccine. Let's take a break.
Oh, right.
I have to look at my telephone.
We'll return.
Oh no! Oh God! It's all around.
Hardcore Gaming 101 podcast, we ask the tough questions. Killing a Rayman, whatever that may be, is that really so bad? Like, no, is he even alive? Like, do we know? Does he have any desires, Cal? Does he have any dreams? We're ranking the top games of all time, and it's not a task we take lightly.
There are 3 Battletoads, Drash, Zitz, and Pimple. They're all skin problems, guys.
2 of them are the same skin problem. This has always bothered me. Zits, rash, and eczema. You know what I mean? It's like, even that makes more sense. Hardcore Gaming 101. Twice a week, every week. Subscribe at greenlitpodcast.com.
I don't have much else to talk about.
Well, poop. I guess it's the Ray Show now.
Yeah!
Okay, thanks for your encouragement.
Welcome to the Ray Show! Get off of your bicycle. It won't fit in the theater. That's your theme song.
Apparently, yeah. It's time to
Welcome
get
to
off
the Ray Show! What's
your
up?
bicycle. Get off that tricycle.
Get off your bike.
off.
It doesn't fit in a theater seat.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi there.
Hello.
Oh, my bike lock broke. I gotta buy a new one. Is that news? Can we use that?
That's news.
Can we use this to springboard into 45 minutes about bike locks?
Sure. What do you got?
I got a 4-digit combination lock, except the mechanism inside broke. It was not.
No, those digits ain't saving you now.
No, they're not. I got 1 digit for that company. Hey, extended.
Hey-o. You just stole my joke from earlier.
Yeah. What?
Could really use without the crazy.
It's not joke thievery. I repurposed it. It's refurbished.
No, it's not thievery between best friends.
It's like new. Oh, that's right. We've have we reached 20 years of Alan Ray, or is that in October?
That's October.
Yeah, we're coming up on it.
Basically,
what
Halloween.
What do you get someone for your 20th friend anniversary?
We can do another live stream.
Oh, that's a good idea.
How about that?
Yeah, we haven't done one in a while.
Nope. No, Alex. Actually, you know what? Neither have I. It's a solo either.
Oh.
I've been taking a long break. I'm still on the break.
Aw. You should play games on the stream and people can watch you and...
Yeah, well, last couple weeks, I've just been feeling kind of weird. Not super into it. I was also feeling guilty about work, my work ethic, working on game development and stuff. So I just was not into doing streams. Not that I was out of ideas or anything. I still have ideas to do stuff on stream and games, of course, but it was just like, I kind of just out of it. I was feeling similarly sort of out of it, and I was very down on myself because, and this was even pre-vaccine, but I was just playing too many games off stream. I wasn't doing anything substantial. I wasn't to pluck
streaming.
That part out.
Hi.
I also felt like playing more games for fun a little bit. Because I feel it takes up a lot of time to do streaming with old games that I've kind of played before.
Yeah.
Since it's not my full-time thing, it's not something I really feel I need to devote a lot of time to every week. So I don't, at least not now.
Well, my thing about playing games for fun is that if I have responsibilities, if I have things that need to be done, but I'm playing a game, I will not 100% enjoy that game because I know in the back of my mind, oh fuck, I got to send off my PR application. I got to go pay the gas bill by tomorrow.
Right.
I cannot enjoy the thing. But like once I have all the responsibilities out of the way, then I can enjoy a game 100%. But then the problem becomes, all right, I'm playing this for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. When it gets to a point where, oh, I've wasted a significant portion of the day playing this game, and I am having a lot of fun, but I'm also neglecting my side projects that are, that's the important shit I should be doing when my real responsibilities are out of the way, is I should be working on the game. I should be working on the book. I should be working on this other shit, another podcast. I should be working on these. Instead, I'm playing FF14.
The play, the animated series, all of it.
Yes! We're doing Nomobo, the animated series.
Little Alex and Little Ray get up to all sorts of adventures.
James Vanderbeek voices both? I don't understand it, but we got a deal.
He wanted control.
He did. Why did we give him every credit? Why? Doesn't make sense. He sweet-talked us on Twitter.
Yeah, he had a gun.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. On Twitter? It was an emoji, Ray.
Yeah.
You just got scared.
Yeah, I did.
Because you saw me getting scared.
Well, you are scared. Typical Alex.
Oh. But I can't ever truly enjoy myself unless I've been productive on all conceivable fronts. And then I play a game and I can completely relax. But as long as there's something to do, I can't fully relax. And I do not like that. I want to be able to just... the only time I can do it, I can get away with it guilt-free is when I'm like, if I'm in transit, if I'm on an airplane or if I'm on a train, I'm like, well, there's nothing else to do.
I understand that. But for me in particular, yeah, it really is just like a persistent responsibility. Because, I already have a game going and kind of, not a need, but close to a need as possible to get it done.
You're talking about Blatoo Tiver 2H?
I'm working on a game and I have that need to just push ahead on it.
I've also taken your advice.
Well, I'm very sorry to interrupt. I had extra context. Particularly in these past couple of weeks, it just felt like, I was really starting to feel the weight of the project not really being done to where I wanted it to be this summer and such. And so that was kind of weighing down on me. And I was just like, fuck, man, I just don't feel like doing much of anything right now except that. So I was just kind of doing my best to keep going.
Yeah, I think that's the worst part about having projects like that that are yours and under your control is that you decide what all the deadlines are. But then another part of your brain decides, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Like, I want all of my brain to be working in tandem, and it ain't.
Yeah. Yep. I can't pay myself, basically. I mean,
Well, what if we did, though?
Technically speaking. I
What if
cannot
we
pay a salary to myself. I don't have that kind of money.
What if we set up our projects and we each have, like, let's call it a 10-step process to make a game. And every time we meet one of the 10 deadlines, we PayPal the other person $500.
That's pretty cute.
Right?
That's a pretty cute idea.
So that if we make our games on time, we come out, it's a net zero. High-speed internet today.
Free internet? Yeah, okay.
For free. And we produce games. I have taken your advice, and I've...
oh, yeah?
I have not given up on my idea of producing a magnum opus RPG. Like, I still have all that design, in a giant document. But I've also started a fresh document on a smaller scale RPG, like a single character Dragon Quest style game, to sort of get a better feel for game development before I dive into something stupid.
That sounds good. Sounds like Dragon Quest is a pretty good template for, a very simple ass RPG.
Yes.
With very few numbers to worry about.
Yeah. It's just one single character. It's pretty basic plot. And I was thinking about doing an RPG Maker MV stream at some point to maybe just, work on it on stream and get input
Twitch
from
has
folks.
A new category just for that.
Oh, really?
Twitch launched the software and game development category.
Oh, nice.
You can watch people with their gray and black Blender and Unity windows all day.
Exciting.
Not being critical. I'm glad they actually made that category. It's like a good idea from Twitch. How about that?
Yeah. For once.
That isn't punitive in some way.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitch has just kind of been, putting its head up its own ass and jostling it around for a few months.
Not just Twitch. A lot of these creator-focused sites, Patreon included.
Yeah.
YouTube especially, of course, and other things of that nature. Just like people are struggling to, millionaires and such, struggling to figure out how to screw people with the least amount of commotion, apparently. But back to streaming. Like, it's not like I don't want to sound like one of those people like, I just felt like I had to stream every day. No, I kept it pretty managed, of course. I was only doing it twice a week to begin with. But even with that, it's just like, I think I'd just rather do something else tonight. So I did. And I have been. But I did mention I do have a plan to do one special stream, and I'm still planning that. It actually requires a bit of writing and creating ahead of time.
Can I help?
No.
Leo!
How about now?
No.
God damn it!
All right.
You're not a Nintendo mechanic.
But before that, I was trying to think of some other game to play, and I just don't. Yeah, just don't know.
Tecmo Secret of the Stars.
Oh, good one. All right, I'll write that down.
Tecmo Map to the Stars houses?
No, I had a list, is what I'm saying. I just haven't acted upon all the list yet.
All right. I struggle to stream every day. I can't do every day, but I will typically do 5 or 6 days a week. And I think maybe that's what's been burning me out because I took 4 days off. What did I do? I finished up work on Saturday. Deltarune Chapter 2 dropped. I was going to go home and stream Deltarune Chapter 1. Couldn't get the controller to work at all. So I rage quit the game like a piss pants diaper baby, and I went to DQ5 where I couldn't beat the last boss, and then I rage quit again like a piss pants diaper baby. And I just rage quit my own stream and said, "Fuck this!"
Well, now the thing is also I want to bring up. Oh, that was your stream. Excuse me. You kind of minimize the retro achievement stuff, right? You don't do that as much anymore.
It's on the way out for me.
Right.
Mostly because there's no system of standardization across the site. It's just whoever calls a game first gets to make whatever wild batshit achievements they want.
I know.
And I feel like that's Okay. All right. Okay.
We've heard your issues.
Yes.
My point was, you had that as your thing, just sort of there's a lot of people, especially in the retro category, I think, who do challenges, like.
Yes.
They're doing this whole library or some such thing.
Yeah.
People with a very obvious, nigh endless gimmick to act on every day. And maybe they enjoy it. They seem to be, some of them gather an audience, and it's cool. You don't have that so much when it's a difficult thing to deal with, like retro achievements. And I'm not interested in any of that stuff. So I think naturally things just sort of thin out. And I think that's fine.
I also feel in part that the game that I'm playing is immaterial. Like, I am the majority of the content. You know what I mean?
You're the star.
Like, why? I mean, yeah. Like, why watch my stream and not like GDQ reruns?
Yeah, good point.
And I hate to say this, but like, I even brought this up with my therapist a few months ago about talking about job satisfaction and how I think of myself. And I was like, I can't, like my guy Zan used to work Mondays. He had to move back to America. I will never hire anybody else. I can't hire anybody else because I kind of am the bar. Like, I am the face of the bar. I don't want to phrase it like people come to the bar to see me, but like, it's like it's going over to a friend's house and like playing games with that friend. It's like, if I wanted to play games, I could just stay home and do it alone. Folks want to come and hang out, and I feel like I need to be the face of my business because it is my business. I don't want to put it in anybody else's hands ever again. I feel like maybe because it's very closely tied to my sense of self and my personality, but like, that's what it is now, and I have to be there at all times.
But there can also come a time where you will probably, maybe, who knows, possibly, potentially, start to get really burned out on it and really question it and be like, well, at least I can sell it and make a little bit of money on that.
Yeah, I mean, I've started thinking about that, not in the sense of acting on it, but just like in the back of my mind, like, yeah, there's probably, like, I want to at least make it to 10 years. The bar's about to hit 7 years. I want to at least hit 10 years before I think about that.
That's right. Yeah, pretty close.
I want to be able to say that, like, yeah, I ran I don't want to say successful in the sense that I didn't have to close.
I think add a year for every pandemic year.
Oh God.
We're up to 12.
Recently, one of my very good regulars and very good friends, Rachel, moved back to the States. She she kind of reached the end of her time in Japan, and we were very sad to see her go. But it ended up hitting me really hard after, like, right after the goodbye party when everyone left and I was cleaning up, because like, she was the person who has been here the longest and then left. And I was like, it felt like a piece of the bar had left, I mean, I know she's a human being. Like, I'm not saying she's furniture, but like, she was such a Saturday staple. She was a part of the atmosphere that was Saturday night.
Of course.
And it's, the bar is going to be less energetic without her around, on weekends. And it made me sad because it was like a piece of the bar was breaking off and floating away.
Yep. Yes,
in the stream of our lives.
I get it. I've had similar feelings with the coworkers or whatever,
Yeah.
People who you look to, for some sort of guidance or whatever. And then one day it's like, yeah, I'm leaving. Bye. But, I got steeled to that. I feel like I'm a little bit more, ready for that sort of stuff.
I think that's a lot of growing up, is just getting used to people leaving.
Yes.
Whether it's like,
it's all maturation.
Friends moving away, coworkers that you like leaving, like even people dying. Like, you get used to it in your 20s and 30s. Like, oh, right. Okay. It's another goodbye. And it sucks.
To circle back around to projects.
Anyway, streaming. Yes. Fun.
I think it's mature of you to go ahead and start with that smaller game and use that as your stepping stone for the big thing you want to do. That's what I'm doing as well.
That's what you're doing? Yeah.
Making smaller things on the way to the quote unquote dream project.
Is that a summer vacation game?
Jesus Christ, Alex. Did
I guess it?
Lay out my whole creative roadmap for you right now on
you
the show.
You can edit this out.
Here we go.
You're editing this, tough guy.
We're making 9 sequels to Boku no Natsuyasumi.
Oh my God.
I'm also going to make a Donkey Kong spin-off, Donkey Kong Super Bakery. Gonna make scones and also serve bubble tea. It's gonna be a bunch of mini games with Donkey Kong and friends. This is my big pitch.
All right, that's pretty good.
You control it with optical mouse shoes.
Yes! Oh, man.
Good old in-jokes right there. All right. No, I'll tell you what, I have several dream projects.
Oh?
There's a good handful of things I would really like to be able to still be alive to make someday.
Oh, yeah? Name 5.
You
can just name 1.
You just really want to pull it out of me, don't you?
Well, I'm curious to know what you're up to.
I'm not up to them. They're just all notes right now.
Good inflection.
I'm not up to anything.
You're not up?
Just ideas,
Okay.
But I've been like that forever. I've always had big ideas floating around that were always like attainable or unattainable things. Because I'm just that sort of creative person, I suppose, where it's just like, yeah, maybe I'll get to this someday. But then eventually years go by and it's like, okay, that wasn't the greatest idea. But I have these new ideas that I'm sure will work out. And you just kind of go through that cycle for, 20 or so years. And I'm sure it'll keep going on. But for right now, I think I have a pretty good set of ideas that will hopefully work out someday.
Yes. We need to use each other as sources of inspiration, and we need to bounce ideas off each other. How would you feel if we dropped everything in our lives and opened a clown college?
I can't teach clowns.
Wait for it. Online.
Well, yeah, it's the pandemic. Everything's
online. Right. Yeah. I mean, we would call it the honkdemic. I don't know.
What the? Okay, yeah, sure. All right.
I didn't think
there
about
we go.
this.
Was that another one of your recordings?
It's one of my guests. Oh, sorry. And I just hit stop. Okay.
More like honkdemic.
Yeah, I think I may still be a little feverish.
This one's 43 seconds. More like honk scene.
Hang on. You know what? Hang on. Hang on.
What's going on now?
The Dunkachino commercial. How come I didn't get the kangaroo from Dunkaroos? That guy would have been all over that. He's not even doing anything. I bet he's not Australian. He was probably like a Brit putting on an accent.
Gee, Alex, what's going on?
Australia.
What's Raymond? You're not going to believe this. I just found a bonus recording here. This one's it's only 19 seconds long. Yeah, I know.
Hey, when they did the Dunkachino commercial, how come they didn't get the kangaroo from Dunkaroos? That guy would have been all over that. He's not even doing anything. I bet he's not Australian. He was probably like a Brit putting on an accent. Get back to me, Australia.
Wow. I don't even remember that at all.
I should have yelled more. I should have been like, Alex, hello?
I'm wearing headphones, though.
I know. I meant really yell it, but whatever. I know.
Okay. We have special brains. What was I going to say? Okay, I had an actual point before I got stupid. Creativity, like, I think you and I, and a lot of people, we have that, we're addicted to that rush of creativity. Like when you really feel like you're onto something and you pursue it and you eventually make something, nothing else feels that good. Sure, sex is cool, but have you tried making something?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you have kids, you've done both.
Yeah, right.
But if I don't get the rush of creativity, if I go with that for too long, that's when I start to get like real down and not quite depressed, but like nothing's fun. I'm more cranky on stream. I feel like I'm not producing anything. Like, I don't want to think about it in the context of like producing content for revenue, but like, making something to make me happy. Cause that's what makes me happy is making goofs, doing a show with you.
Yeah.
Putting work into this game, even doing voiceover jobs locally, like that counts as creative to me because I get to, read stuff my own way and I, make money from it. Like that feels productive. That feels creative to me.
Absolutely. Ray. Would you stop ending everything, every point you make with Ray?
It's just a habit at this point.
Alex.
Dunkachino?
I do get angry a lot. Ray. I do get angry a lot.
Alex, what hit me?
Then you got to go into some goddamn Back to the Future bullshit DeLorean cocksucking fucking shit.
All right. How do you feel like when you haven't done something creative in a while? Like, does it affect you? Because it gets me real down.
Well, it depends. I think I've been talking about that sort of thing because what's become creative has become work for me in a way.
Oh,
but it's like a soupy kind of work creative mix, right? It's like, okay, I want to spend some time on the computer today to work on the game, but it doesn't always work out that way. And then it's like, oh, now the sun is down. Now I gotta make dinner. Maybe I'll do a stream today. I don't know. Blobbity blobbity blue. Well, at least I'll go back up to the computer, try and work on the game a little bit more, and maybe that'll work out, and maybe it won't. So it's that kind of thing. Part of it, I think, maybe is because I have nowhere to go. Like I don't have to go to school. Like I don't have to leave the house and drive to school.
There is something about the sun going down that sends a signal to my brain that says, oh yeah, okay, pressure's off, the day's over. You don't have to worry about anything.
Well, yes and no. It's like, well, 20 years ago, I felt like that was when I was really thriving the most, past midnight.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
At this point, I'm thinking maybe it's just like latent teenage hormones or something. But now I'm thinking, you know what? Let's try waking up earlier. So I'm not getting up and starting the day and starting work or whatever I want to do at like 10:30. Not getting up at 10:30, but starting whatever I want to do.
I think it absolutely, for me, it's a remnant of my high school and college life, which was basically, man, I got to go to class and do all this shit during the daytime, but the nighttime is mine.
Yeah.
I am going to stay up late watching cartoons and Japanese animation and playing video games and listening to obscure Japanese artists. And generally it was me time, but then me time would go until like 4 a.m. and then I'd be dead when I'd have to do my obligations the next day. And I still do that. Like even though,
I know,
even though I have my own business, I make my own hours. I call my own shots. Look at my shots. They're all called by me.
Yep. Beautiful.
I still, at the end of the day, I will still stay up until 4 a.m. playing games in bed because it's I guess even streaming, it's not really alone time for me. It's neither, nor is it work. It's like, it's a hobby that I'm doing with other people. But after that, I still need to decompress by playing Picross for a few hours in bed.
Once again, nice inflection.
I'm trying to help.
Well, you also have a Picross addiction, and that's
I
something
do.
we got to
That is
work
true.
on. Yeah, because like I was saying last time, I don't get that. I get stuffed on Picross.
What?
I get too full of Picross. I can't play it too
Oh,
long
I see.
at once. You know what I mean?
See, well, what I do is I get caught in this loop of I'll just listen to podcasts and play Picross, and if I finish a puzzle but the podcast isn't over, I'll be like, all right, I'll just do one more puzzle until this podcast is over.
Yeah.
But then the podcast will end, and I'm in the middle of a puzzle, and I'm like, oh, I better put on another podcast until I'm done with this puzzle.
Oh dear, yeah.
And then even if I finish a puzzle on the same nanosecond that a podcast ends, my brain will still find a way to rationalize doing one more of each.
Well, of course it will, yeah. You love that dopamine.
I do. I put the dope in dopamine.
Haha. Alex, everybody.
Hi. That's present.
So,
but that's how
I thought about getting up earlier, not like super early, not one of these psychopaths who say you should get up at 4:30.
5:29.
Yeah, right. At least an hour after sunrise. How about that?
Okay.
In fact, my watch tells me sunrise is at 6:57, so that's pretty good. It's pretty much 7 on the dot, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try that out.
Like I remember waking up early in the morning in the summer to go to cross country practice, which is so, it goes so against what I stand for now, which is sleep in, have a nice brunch or have a lunch, play a game, stream a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't miss the actual activities that I locked myself into in high school, but I like the fact that, if I woke up at 7 a.m. and me and Smoo had to drive to the park because we had cross-country practice and we'd run for 2 hours, and then we've got the rest of the day free until the evening when we had to go to marching band practice. There was something that I liked about the time in between those where it's like, this is precious time. I really have to enjoy this time. Because, I was basically, by doing extracurriculars over the summer, you're basically weaning yourself off of kid summer, which was the best. It was just 3 months of going to your friend's house and playing video games every goddamn day. Like, that was my summer. 1st grade through 7th grade, almost every single day of summer was you go over to a friend's house, you play video games, you go swimming, you run around outside, it starts raining, you go inside, you play more video games. Mom, can I eat over at Matt's house tonight? Sure.
Yeah.
It was just that every day, and it was so good.
Wow. Sounds really idyllic.
It was the best. Raymond, get over here, motioning to time machine.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go again. You want me to live your life?
I would get suntanned so deep brown as a kid because it was great because I spent every day at the pool or just running around outside. It was, oh God, I remember beating Dragon Warrior 3 for the first time at my buddy Justin's house in his basement. And we were so high from this ending that we went outside and we started role playing Dragon Quest 3 where he and I are brave heroes and we're just beating the fuck out of his little brother with sticks because he's Zoma the Demon Lord.
Yeah, and he deserved it, of course, because of all the bad deeds.
He deserved it. Right? Yeah, he ate my scrolls.
Yeah. Right.
Oh no, he's using his most powerful magical spells. No, wait.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. What were we talking about? But yeah, like feeling productive as an adult and feeling creative is like, I don't know. I really have to like put in the energy to make it happen, which then it makes me second guess myself by thinking maybe I'm just not that creative in the first place if it takes this much energy and it's making me feel, this uncomfortable that I can't do it. Like, I hate that. I hate the idea that, it's hard for you to be creative. You suck at doing your favorite thing.
Well, I not to brag, I think I've moved beyond that.
What?
I don't get too much into the negative talk and the defeatist kind of attitude. It's just more like, gee, I just wish I could focus a bit and get this shit done. It's as simple as that.
I mean, focus is certainly a large part of it. I mean, I guess I'm not that far yet. I did recently, once again, I mean, people need to be aware of this and they need to knock it off because I still haven't. Stop comparing yourself to other people because I'll get locked into that every few months where I'll
but
feel.
It's fun.
No, it's not. It's bad and dumb. I will feel good and confident, and I'll feel satisfied with the things I've accomplished, and then I will fall into the pit of comparing myself to other people, and I will immediately feel like shit. Why am I not as successful as this person? I'm funnier than this person. How come I'm not that big? I'm better at XYZ than this person. How come they're more successful? Don't ever do that. Especially when it comes to age. Don't ever compare yourself to people. Oh, he's better than me at this thing, but I'm 5 years older. I'm falling behind. It's the worst fucking brain poison you can put in your skull. Just focus on yourself because you're the only fucking one that matters in this particular equation. And I felt like I go against my own goddamn advice every few months. I'll fall into it and I'll just get real negative for a while thinking about why I'm not at the place where other people are.
Well, and that's also just how the brain works.
It is, but like you have to train your brain not to fall into that pit, or at the very least to be able to dig yourself out, like to be able to acknowledge it and dig yourself out immediately. It's something you have to like be acutely aware of to train yourself to not do.
Sure, but if you're not training yourself and just normal and you're not, someone who actually has a certain mental condition, then I think it's normal to just go through fluctuations in mood.
Is this normal?
No. In fact, I'd really appreciate you not doing that.
Why?
Just kidding.
Don't you know it's a
drink?
What was that noise that you just made?
Comedy noise that did not go according to plan.
Oh, strong disagree.
Yeah. Well, yeah, strong disagree was what I would call the noise, but
oh no, I love that noise. But yeah, it
kind of sounded like I was on a roller coaster, didn't it?
Yes, that's what it was. Like you're, or like you're doing an impression of someone who's bored on a roller coaster, but like their best friend sitting next to them is the one that designed the roller coaster, so they've got to be like, oh, you got me there.
Yeah, exactly.
Loop-de-loop.
Oh, good God.
But yeah, I dug myself out of one of those pits recently, and I think I'm getting better about not falling in them to begin with, but it still happens, because we're all human beings.
I don't think I compare that much, but I do get the moments of like, geez, how did they get there? How did this happen to this person?
Yeah, and sometimes
did they even do anything? That kind of thing.
Sometimes there is a very clear through line of like you can see, yeah. Okay, somebody made something that is very good, and it happened to be seen by the right person at the right time. Yeah. Or it got, somebody made a thing that was good, and it made the front page of whatever, Reddit, let's say, and they exploded from there. And maybe the rest of their output is not up to that, but it doesn't matter because they're big now and they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's like that kind of shit that frustrates me is like, you had one funny thing, but now you're a millionaire because it got real popular, and now you have millions of subscribers. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You understand. You have millions of subscribers. You know what it's like.
No. I just passed 8,000 Twitter followers.
That's pretty good. I'd like to get I almost have a quarter of that.
Yeah, but that was still over a period of 12 years.
I suppose, I guess.
People who, let's say I've worked with who had the similar number get more than me.
Oh, my.
I guess because they're more genial. Maybe that's the problem.
That is also part of it is like, you can't really afford to be cantankerous unless you're like either already a genius or already famous. You know what I mean?
If I am a genius.
Well, then you gotta prove it.
Shit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Fuck that.
Because I think you and me both have this thing where we simultaneously think that we are sort of above a lot of people, but at the same time, we also have massive inferiority complexes.
Yeah.
And I think what?
That was a bigger problem, I think, when I had a bigger mental issue, like 15 years ago or so. Yeah. I did recognize it. Like, I had this dueling superiority and inferiority complex. And like I said, now I think that, I'm not comparing myself as much to people and just wanting to get things done because that's just what I want to make. So I think that, that mixture of those complexes are not exactly as mixed, but still kind of there.
Okay.
But yeah, I do agree with you that is definitely where I had come from. That feeling for sure.
Because I feel like I kind of came from the same place, and I feel like those two things for me have evolved differently. I feel like since I started the bar, I've had I've gotten a really nice confidence boost simply because I was able to realize this goal that I had and make it tangible. And that it lessened the inferiority complex because it was something that I had physically done.
Yeah, and in some ways you can't focus on the inferiority anymore because you gotta work on this
right?
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It also lessened the superiority complex because I was hanging out with regular people every day and finding that hey, it's okay to just hang out and chill and have fun with regular people. It's great.
Humanity, what a concept.
Yeah, to the point where, like, if anybody comes in during my pandemic hours, like, please, let's sit down and have a conversation. I have not had human contact in so long. Who is the president? What is going on?
No, Prime Minister. We're in Japan.
Oh my God. Oh, that's right.
You're in Japan, yeah.
Who is the Prime Minister? Follow-up question. Who is the anime Prime Minister?
You mean an anime character or someone who presides over anime?
What's up?
Huh?
Yeah.
Give me one.
Wait, I found him.
Nihan no minasan konnichiwa. Kiefer Sutherland des.
Ooh. He card read good. Japan. That's where I am and live. Classic. Another classic Alex cut up.
Wait.
Oh, man. I was talking about this on stream recently, but, like, the bar has been great for boosting my confidence, but now it's time for me to use it. Like, it's time for me to start doing other things. Like, I need to be better about promoting myself online. I need to be better about producing things first. Like, I haven't really made anything I'm proud of. I make small things here and there. Like, I make goofy YouTube videos that are really fun. I make stupid tweets that I love. I giggle to myself like a buffoon. But, like,
yeah, I
tried to write a blog post recently. First of all, I wrote a blog post about my issues with FF2, and I deleted it last week because pretty much all those issues were patched.
Oh.
And so the blog post just looked like the ravings of a madman. It was funny too, because they patched one thing, so I edited the blog post to say, edit, looks like they patched this, and then they patched another one. I'm like, fuck it, this is coming down.
Okay. Hey, but, like, I mean, there's that inferiority.
Well, here's the thing about that. I'm struggling to write anything long form. Like, Twitter has ruined me for long form writing. As soon as I start to write anything in the form of a blog post, my brain says, hey, if you're writing something this long, it means that you think it's important. What could possibly be this important?
Yeah.
Oh, you had quibbles about a video game. Okay, why are you going to write 9 paragraphs about? Who the fuck is going to read this? Stick to your tweets. Those are short, and that's your strong point. Like, I think I've lost the ability to write long-form blog posts.
Yeah, I know I did.
You did?
Yeah. Well, it also wasn't really my job anymore either.
Well, yeah, there's also that.
I fell out of favor with the whole writing thing to begin with.
I tweeted about this the other day, but I wrote up just an outline for a feature for a blog post I wanted to do called FF11 versus FF14 for 38-year-olds. And I wrote up all these points and, like, how I could turn this into a blog post. And then I realized it's just make a bunch of tweets. I don't need to write a whole thing about this, because the thing about blog posts is that when you dedicate a whole post, it kind of makes it seem like it's a very important thing. And if it is a very important thing, well, then it does deserve that. It's like, hey, here's a blog post about why you should get vaccinated.
Turns out that's the most 38-year-old thing you could have done.
What, write it or not write it?
No, write short form things on social media.
Yeah. I don't know. If I do an entire blog post about FF11 versus FF14, it's just going to come off like, does this guy only play MMOs? You know, it's, you know how, like, when you go to the store and all you buy is like a 24-pack of toilet paper, and you're walking to the register and you're self-conscious. Rowdy pooper. Cause you're a...
Hold on, I need a minute.
But, like, you get self-conscious because you think people are staring at you thinking, does this guy only shit? Is that all this person does? I know I do. Especially in Japan. I constantly assume if I go to the convenience store and all I buy is toilet paper, all the Japanese people are looking at me like classic gaijin. They love pooping. And I know that's ridiculous.
That's probably a deeper problem, but yeah.
It may be, but I think it's related to my blog problem where if I did
hold on. What? I need to stop you for a second.
Okay.
Have you actually done that? Have you gone to the store and bought nothing but toilet paper?
Yeah, of course. Like, if we're all out and I need some.
Okay.
And I don't need anything else, like, yeah, I'll pick some up on the way home from work.
So you did push through and do it. Okay, just checking.
I've done it several times.
All right.
Yes! Need more TP. But that's like writing a blog post to me about something as inconsequential as video games feels like the equivalent of, slapping a 24-pack of toilet paper on the counter. Because it's you're basically shouting to the world, this is all I care about right now, because I love pooping and MMOs. And if I had my way, I'd have a special poop chair in front of my computer.
I mean,
hi.
Perhaps just the blog format isn't the thing to do anymore. You could, in fact, just turn it into an edited video on YouTube.
I also thought about that, and I made a point of, before my FF11 sub lapsed a couple months ago, I made a point of recording an hour or two of footage just in case I wanted to.
Yeah, certainly the effort is greater, but it is also more what people are doing nowadays.
That's true.
There's people with their videos and their iPhones, they're doing all sorts of things. I don't get it. My kids tell me how to do it.
Did you know that because his kids wanted him to do it, that's the only reason Raul Julia turned into an iPhone? Remember that?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
We were having a chat on the stream last night where somebody said there's an R-rated cut of the Street Fighter movie. Is that true?
What?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What?
I don't understand.
They talk about the anime. I think that was R-rated because of the nudity.
No, they said that Van Damme mentioned it in an interview. I guess maybe Van Damme could have been referring to the anime and the interviewer misunderstood.
I don't think.
Hey, there's also an R-rated Street. What?
I don't think that happened.
Did you like my Van Damme impression? Jean-Claude Van Lynch. I'll make you a dead one.
Ryu.
I'm gonna go up this river and kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard the next Bison wannabe will feel it.
Let's think about this reasonably.
Okay.
I'm sure the director's cut of Street Fighter, the first cut, probably was R-rated because it's an action movie. Then they had to cut some stuff down. Then it wasn't R-rated, but that was like, maybe for what, a month? And we never even knew about it. So I'm just saying.
Release the R cut.
Yeah, I was right. So I just found this. Yeah, the director did he submitted an R-rated cut because D'Souza had done R-rated movies before.
Wait, is it D'Souza? I've been saying D'Souza.
Who cares?
Wait, is it John Philip Sousa or John Philip Sosa?
Sousa.
All right. Okay. All right. I agree.
Is it Sammy Sosa or Sammy Sousa's?
Sousa's.
Anyway, he had an R-rated cut, but then apparently there was a shooting in the news, and then the MPAA gave it an R because of things. MPAA sucks.
What?
D'Souza said, I shot PG-13 and I had to make it softer. So yeah, because also Capcom was like, yeah, and we don't like that. Can you soften this up?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Somebody in the chat last night was like, yeah, they shot a G-rated Street Fighter, but then they wanted to make it R, so they had a scene where someone said fuck, and I'm like, none of that is true.
No, that is
there's
twisting
no way
it. That's twisting it. Because again, this is from Polygon's history article about the movie and the game and whatever. So
okay,
I will read the last part of this section. A far less violent version was shipped to the MPAA for the second pass at a rating. Quote D'Souza, the MPAA took it down to a G. So the studio added a curse word in post to get PG-13.
Oh my God. Okay, PG-13.
Yeah. You'll notice the addition when Van Damme's character Guile, you may have heard of him, is crawling in the air ducts. He gurgles, I'm too old for this shit.
Oh yeah, wait, I have that clip. I'm too old for this shit.
Great. Chun-Li?
Chunders.
Oh, too far.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
Oh, I do apologize. All right, well, thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
It's still ridiculous to me.
in the grand scheme of things and really the grand history of ratings fuckery for movies, that's really not out of the ordinary. So I don't think it's really all that notable for Street Fighter. Just the fact that, somebody can come into a chat and say, hey, this happened.
I also maintain Street Fighter the movie is legit. It's not so bad it's good. I think it is legit a good fun movie.
I haven't seen it a lot of times. I'm more of a Wizard and Super Mario Brothers guy. But I just came away thinking like, you know what? I feel like this might have been a script for something else. They changed all the character names for Street Fighter names. Like, you could have done that, but
we should watch it together.
All right, let's just stop the recording and do that right now.
Yes, let's watch it with some Nomoa fan. That'll be a goldest tier incentive.
Okay, how much you want to charge for that?
$1,000.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Oh wait, hang on here. I just noticed, Raymond. I got another dream recording here.
Oh fuck! What happened?
Sorry, Fever Dream Theater. Let's.
Oh no!
Sorry, bumping the mic. Hang on. It's only 16 seconds.
Wait, is it D'Souza? I've been saying D'Souza. Wait, is it John Philip Sousa or John Philip Sosa? All right, okay. All right, I agree.
I don't even know, like, who was I even talking to? in my fever state in bed.
We'll never know.
We will never, ever know. I want this to be a recurring gag so bad.
Alex's sleep paralysis. He saw the dark figures in his vision.
No!
I kept arguing with him.
Hey, I've had bouts of sleep paralysis twice in my life, both times when I was under tremendous stress.
Oh.
The first time was my last year of college. No, my next to last year of college, when I was finding out I wasn't going to graduate on time, so I was stressing out about meeting all my prerequisites and deadlines and shit. And then the second time was years later in Japan, right after Nova went under, and I was unemployed for basically a year. And I couldn't pay my rent for a while. Was drinking way too much. Yeah, getting lots of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis for Alex's.
Oh hey, well, I'm not graduating in time either.
What?
Well, we've been over this, but as I mentioned, I'm in one more, I think, semester of community college before I can transfer to spring to a university. Have you heard of these? They're like high schools, but advanced.
What?
Yeah, they're like really big campuses and buildings and stuff. But anyway, I'm on the road to getting that out of the way because what was it? Short story. I had to take a sequence class that I thought was going to be available in summer, and it wasn't, and I had to wait till fall to take it, the second part, to finally finish the fucking degree. And here I am. Doing it.
That was poison.
And, I was, before this, last month, I called the counselor and set up the graduation petition to get all that squared away to make sure that I can graduate when I'm done. And towards the end of the call, when everything's getting squared away, she was, warning me, or rather lightly advising me, like, it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot different in university now. Just get ready. That sort of tone. And I was like, I know. Okay, I'm 38. Thank you. But it's also like, yeah, sure, lady.
Well, regardless.
I'm proud of you, Ray.
Thanks so much. And also, whatever. The school is also supposed to start wanting vaccination proof for everybody. I suppose that'll be in some sort of form I need to fill out, but they haven't sent that to me yet. Once again, I haven't been there in over a year. I really doubt I will ever have to go back there on foot, really. I don't know, unless I need to pick up my diploma or something. But that's kind of funny. It's just like, yeah, I've only been taking online classes this entire time.
Real quick, did I tell you about my diploma dream from a while ago?
No, did you record it?
No. Wait, maybe I did. Hang on. It was
God fucking
I had a dream that I got an urgent letter from my university that
School of Hard Knocks.
My graduation was nullified because they never got my high school diploma.
Oh, I think I have heard this. Yes.
So I went back to my high school and I said, "Where's my diploma?" And they said, "You missed one class." What class? It's called the History of Dracula. So I had to take this last class called the History of Dracula, and it was taught by Dracula. Like who knows this better?
Wow, celebrity teacher.
And after the first day of class, like I walked to the back of the room and just covered in a pile of dust is a manila envelope, and I open up and my diploma's in there. So I'm just like, "See ya, suckers!" It's pretty good.
Wait a minute, that was a scene out of Castlevania 64.
Oh man, I wish. All right, it's can we take a break? It's been a while.
Yep, I can see that graph getting higher and higher and longer.
That's right. Okay.
We'll be back with more after this. Is that how I say it? I think you played the wrong one.
なんでもない一日の始まりに歯を磨く朝焼けつま先鳴らして靴を履くゴーゴー魚釣りごきげんよう山よ人よ町よ湖面に弾かれた光をコーヒーを入れてくれ熱くて目が覚めるやつを
Ellen, in 15 seconds, what is Nice Games Club?
It's our game dev podcast. Steven, help!
Game mechanics, accessibility, art and animation, level design, prototyping.
Everything that goes into making video games. How's that, Mark?
Nice. Listen to Nice Games Club wherever you get your podcasts or at nicegames.club.
友達もみんな早起きしたみたいおむすびがよく似合うチャンボーイ野鳥の貝の長靴を履いてきたやつもいる雲が流れる草木は揺れ楽しそうに魚も跳ねているよのんびりやろか鼻歌口ずさみながら300日の悲しみ忘れ釣りと垂らす恐竜の時代から
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi.
Alex.
Have you ever heard of Nintendo?
I have a passing familiarity.
I want to talk about one more game. We talked about the Pixel remasters. I got Collection of SaGa on iOS.
That's tangentially Nintendo related, I guess.
I call them the Pixel rebastards.
Okay.
I'm proud of you, Ray.
Anyway, I think it'll work out.
Ray, I'm proud of you.
Just the kind of phone game I'm looking for, to be honest.
Okay.
Because Dragon Quest wasn't doing it for me. This seems more my speed.
Sure.
They're classics.
Now, hang on. I heard. Can you confirm if this is true or not? I heard that in Europe they refer to SaGa as Foogball. Just keep going.
I can't. You've destroyed it.
I'm sorry.
I really had nothing else to say except to make you feel weird. So
all my coffee just kicked in at the same time. It's not working out for anybody involved.
You mean all the coffee you ever drank?
In my life, yes. It's intense.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were into the SaGa games. Because I ain't. I mean, the music's fantastic.
Let's say I sort of am.
Okay.
I've been going back to, I really liked Romancing SaGa on Switch and SaGa Frontier 2 back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I have that at the bar.
And I was planning on playing more of Romancing SaGa, the remake on PS2, because that didn't seem so bad. True
fans call it Roma SaGa, but okay.
But really, I still hold tight to Frontier 2, and so I'm amenable to that series.
I remember buying Frontier 2 when it came out. I was sold just on the visual design because it looks gorgeous, but there was something about the gameplay that turned me off to it. So I don't think I lasted very long.
Well, I guess you could say that about every SaGa game, the gameplay part anyway.
Yeah, it's another one of those series.
Sometimes it don't.
Especially SaGa Frontier 1 is one of those games where I'll pay full price just for the soundtrack. I don't need to play it. I just want to listen to these tunes. It's
I guess
so
that
good.
was proven on stream, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was a fun
same
summer.
With kind of the same with Earthbound. Right. Earthbound's another one of those games that like I love everything about this game except playing it.
Wow, really? I mean, it's okay. I get it.
No, like I love the quirkiness of Earthbound. I like the characters. I like the enemies, and the music, of course, is great. The serious moments are great, but like, having to like form the bridge between those elements by actually playing the game is something I do not enjoy. I mean, a lot of that is there are some a few things we could improve for playing a game in 2021, like, hey, give me don't make inventory management one of the hardest elements of the game. Maybe I can walk around a little bit faster. Yeah. I feel like if Earthbound had an infinite inventory, it would have gone a long way in getting me to really appreciate it. Especially in a game that gives you 1,000 different food items that all take up the same amount of space. Here's some salt, here's some cocoa, here's some ketchup, here's a donut, here's a sandwich, here's a different kind of sandwich, here's a third kind of sandwich, here's more cocoa, here's chicken, here's an egg, here's an egg that turned into a chicken. Fuck's sake, I've got like 8 slots!
It was always a bit too attached to Dragon Quest, you know?
Yeah, like there's some stuff you can leave behind, certainly.
Like even Dragon Quest figured that stuff out pretty early.
Yeah, it was either DQ6 or it was the Super Famicom remake of DQ3, but one of those introduced the infinite item bag, and good God, it makes them so much more playable.
Miss Molly.
Good golly, Miss Malroth.
All right, there's our episode title.
That's the yay.
But yeah, so anyway, Collection of SaGa, like on Switch, I didn't like it because they basically ported a phone app to Switch, and it looks like that because they kept touch controls as in on-screen D-pad and buttons.
Oh,
very stupid. Very stupid.
Okay.
Obviously, it was a phone app. They finally released it as on the phone just this week.
It was the style at the time.
Plus, on Switch, it had uneven pixels and shimmering, which it still kind of does on phone, but it's a lot less noticeable when you're on a tinier screen.
What is shimmering in this context? Because I thought I understood it when you were talking about the pixel remasters, and then I realized I didn't.
It's the effect created by scrolling when the pixels are uneven, when they're not all the same size square pixels. When the when the display is scaled improperly.
I see. I'm going to pretend I understand that for the next 6 months.
DQ 1 and 2 on iOS, very bad at this.
Oh no!
You can see that in the world, and you can see that in the world map.
Hang on, I'm check it out. I'm going to boot them up right now to confirm. Here we go. Gabagool, level 30.
Uh-huh.
Brave Gabagool, thou art returned. Okay. So am I going to notice it in the castle or on the world map or what?
Which Dragon Quest is this?
1. Come on, you know the song.
I wasn't paying attention. Who are you?
I'm Alex. I don't notice. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
I guess that's why you've been positive on those ports, where most people are like, "This looks like shit."
I just don't think it. I mean, it doesn't scroll smoothly. Is that what the issue is?
Wait, did they fix it? No, I don't think so. Well, now I'm re-downloading it. Fucking
Freedom Rock, turn it up.
Free Party Rock,
Slime Rock.
Everybody's Party Rock.
Hey, sorry for Party Rocking. Wait, are we having dueling DQs?
Might as well.
Yes.
No, they didn't fix it.
Oh God.
What the fuck? Okay, this is going on too long. Think of an X that you make with pixels, right? So just 5 pixels that make an X.
Okay.
And if like 2 of the pixels on the edges are like stretched or longer than the rest of the properly square-sized pixels.
Oh, I've seen this before in resizing my Twitch emotes that were not exactly the right.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what happens. It's improperly scaled pixels. And depending on, usually in the emulated stuff, it creates a shimmering effect when the screen scrolls.
I see.
Because these lines of pixels are moving to different lines that are, different sizes, essentially.
I actually had to just kind of suck it up and submit some emotes that had slightly elongated pixels because I didn't know how to fix it.
Well, you're silly.
I am aware. It's my defining trait.
You want help with that? I'll do it.
I do want help with that.
All right.
I'll send it right over.
Mitchell. All right. Let me show you. I'm going to text the goddamn screenshot to you. Look at this chair in Dragon Quest. Look at that throne.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Yeah. It's very noticeable on the left side.
Exactly. And the right.
Oh, more so the left.
Anyway, yeah. They didn't scale it properly at all.
Oh, that's
and of
not
course
good.
the pattern on the rug.
Yeah. Oh boy. I mean, pattern on the rug is not well, I guess it is a deal. Okay. All right.
All right. Let's be careful before we move into another tree tile discussion.
Well, I mean, for fuck's sake.
No, for fuck's sake.
Fine.
Dabba. Games. Good.
Are we?
Fine.
Yes.
Fun.
You like the SaGa? I'm not a big fan of the SaGa.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like a nice, comfy Game Boy game on the phone is just what I need. Something I'll keep around. There you go. The end. Oh, and this week, I've been waiting for Lost Judgment to come out.
Oh.
I thought about streaming that as, a new game to stream, but I wanted to enjoy that on my own. So that's why I was also complaining about streaming, because I could have done that, but I didn't.
Yeah, I've started to realize that I just subjectively, I enjoy playing games more off stream than on stream.
Of course, I forgot this.
The new version of a game called
The Yakuza, the Japanese Mafia.
Thank you.
I bought it physical, but then they said that the $90 Ultra Deluxe digital version would be available early. But then I was like, well, this week is a lot of stuff's going on. I don't want to deal with that. I'll stick with the physical. So there we go. And
good
also,
for
I don't want to spend $90.
Okay.
To get some guarantee of a DLC that I could probably just buy when it comes out, because it's not even out yet.
Okay, hang on. I'm having a stomach emergency. I got to take like a 2-minute break here.
3 days later.
Okay, well, that's been a lot of fun talking to each other about things. Alex, how about we listen to someone else?
I would like to have a fan or fans talk at us for a brief period of minutes.
All right. Do you want me to facilitate that in any manner?
I would enjoy this.
Yes.
Do we have a theme for fun that we get from fans? Fan fun. We love the fan fun. Where we talk about your name in a good way.
Oh, I forgot. I hate this.
Possibly. I don't want to do the theme anymore. Raymond.
Yeah, what's up?
$1 per second.
Oh, you do, I guess, huh? Guess you
no,
do
I don't.
now.
Don't start over from the beginning. That would be the worst punishment.
Okay, well then how about this?
How about it, you little prick? I think that's a good fan fun theme.
Just one of our great fan messages that we get from you, the listener. Either at our email, nomoreroberts@gmail.com. No, not really. And our phone number, 805-NMW-TALK. That's 805-669-8255. Why don't you just talk over me the entire fucking show?
I thought it was going to sound cool if we said it at the same time.
Okay, Doppler effect, I guess, or whatever.
Let's sing the jingle at the same time that we both know and have memorized. Ready?
The jingle to what?
Yeah, for the number.
Oh, okay, that's right. All right, here we go.
Okay, so
3,
1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, 1.
2.
For no more, we'll call 805-669-8255. There we go.
Jerk.
Hey! Yeah, it's 805 NMW jerk. Could we not get 805 jerk off?
Probably not. I feel
Damn
like
it.
All permutations of that we're taking.
Oh man. All right. We've got a voicemail here from a certain Sharktopus, an actual Sharktopus. I'd like to apologize for a previous episode where I could not make out the caller's name. I thought it was Sharktopus.
Yeah, right.
It was in fact a different person, some sort of Diplodocus.
Oh, okay. I thought we figured that out at the moment, but I guess it was after.
I don't think we did we?
I don't know. Let's listen to what he has to say now.
Well, I apologize to whoever called in. Here, this is our call from the actual Sharktopus, Menace of the Oceans. Here we go.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Alex. This is Dan, also known as Sharktopus Attack.
He said me
Wanted
first.
to give a call and tell you guys a story of the first time I went to Japan. You know, as you know, the long flight, got there, you know, felt I had to use the facilities, went in, you know, did my business, got everything all out. Went to finish up, grabbed a towel off of the rack next to the toilet, used it and didn't think anything of it. Went back into the bathroom later and discovered that because I can't read Japanese, what I had actually used was not a wet nap, but a Swiffer. So after that trip, I decided that it was time to hop on Duolingo, learn to read Japanese in some capacity so as to never wipe the floor with my own ass ever again. Thanks, guys, and keep up the great work. Love the podcast.
Thank you, Dan, or Sharktopus Attack, as you prefer.
Well, thank you for admitting that.
Yes. Hang on, I'm going to read this transcript and see what we got here.
That's right. We like to read the transcript.
I like to see what Google Voice thinks people are saying. Hey, Ray. Hey, Alex. This is Dan, also known as Sharktopus Attack. Wanted to give a call and tell you guys the story of the first time. I went to Japan with as you know, the long flight got there, felt I had to use the facilities, went in, did my business, got everything all out, went to finish up, grabbed a towel off of the rack next to the toilet, used it and didn't think anything of it, went back into the bathroom later and discovered that because I can't read Japanese, what I had actually used was not a wet nap, but a Swiffer. So after that trip, I decided that it was time to hop on Duolingo, learn to read Japanese in some capacity, so as to never wipe the floor with my own ass ever again. Thanks, guys, and keep up the great work of the podcast. Well, that was mostly normal, I guess.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling Google's getting better at this.
I think it is. So here's what we're going to do.
The fun.
It is. People need to call in with the most outlandish accents they possibly can.
Okay, yes.
Because I want to see how Google responds to like a real thick Scottish accent, just an impenetrable Australian.
Yeah, let's hear your Yorkie.
You know what? Fucking leave a message all in Spanish. See what it makes of that.
Do you have any Geordie listeners? Let's hear from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Geordie LaForge cosplayers are also welcome to call in. And if you're both, even better.
Vito.
What? Corleone? He should call in.
Shut up.
Marlon Brando's dead.
Not a fan. Not a fan of this.
Brando, it's what plants crave.
Oh, God. Damn it, I can't handle it.
Thank you.
Anyway, thanks, Dan. That's it. That's the only call.
Dan is also a Yinzer and from Pittsburgh, and I do believe he is from the same street that Jero grew up on as well. So he's closer to Jero than I was.
God damn it.
I know.
Tired of all this Pittsburgh shit.
Hey. Pierogies, etc. I don't know.
People from my neck of the woods. West Coast, Best Coast. Hello.
I am listening to a podcast right now that happened in Redmond, and one of the suspects lives in Bellingham.
Yeah, about what?
This girl was murdered at a Halloween party in her apartment, and there's a very obvious crazy guy who everybody thinks did it, and his DNA is on everything, including like a bottle of motor oil that he poured on the body to try to like get rid of his fingerprints. But instead they arrested and convicted the one black guy at the party because guess why?
I have a hunch.
Why?
Oh,
Why's that?
I just have a hunch.
What's your hunch, Ray?
Oh.
It's like an old vaudeville team. Oh, Ray? Yeah, Alex?
Just had a thought cross my mind.
What's that, Ray?
Was just thinking.
Yeah?
Am I know? By the way, you went full throttle P.F. Tompkins there.
I did. Yeah, I mean I was kind of lifting that from a super ego bit called Milton and Dupree, but it's not even a bit he's involved in.
Well,
it's just so mentally adjacent.
Well, nonetheless, the sound of your voice was very close to his at that point.
Well, good. That's what we're going for, I guess.
That's the tape I'm sending him.
Yes. Look, if the police cannot decipher my Zodiac code, I am sending my SNL audition tape to every major newspaper in the country.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
Anyway, yeah, Bellingham has its fair share of killers.
Oh, God.
The Beltway Sniper was
that's
there
right.
for a spell.
Salvo Malvo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember, I'm not even sure how closely you were with me during this, but when that manhunt was going on,
yeah,
I had stayed up basically all night watching the news as it was happening.
Really?
Yeah, why not? I'm 20. I'm a dirtbag. Who gives a shit? And, I think during that, it was revealed that they had been in Bellingham, and it was like, God fucking damn it, of course. I was like,
oh, right.
It was such a crazy moment. It's just being like this national news story, and it's like, oh, yeah, it turns out part of that is coming from my neck of the woods.
Ooh.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. The carefree days of 2003.
I feel like at some portion of that I was on the phone with you, watching TV.
I think that's very possible. Yeah. I think, maybe we had done a phone call to, I don't know, watch Good Eats or something, and then just...
And then also, why not the 24-hour news and see that?
Yeah. Which is a real healthy thing that's done a lot of good for our nation.
Yep. And I think that same morning, I was getting my Japanese PS2 in the mail, so I could finally play Boku no Natsume 2.
Oh, yeah.
I do remember that clearly. That was the same day. They tracked down the Beltway Sniper, and then I finally got to play Boku no Natsume 2, which I had already bought months prior, but didn't have a Japanese PS2 because I couldn't afford it.
Oh, right.
So then I finally afforded it.
And wouldn't you know it, Japanese PS2 shows up with a bullet in it.
Oh, come on now.
No? Okay. Too soon?
Those are scary times. Yeah, too soon.
It's a piece of machinery. It's not a human being.
Oh, God.
What?
But just the thought of not having it.
No, I was talking about the sniper. I think he's a robot.
Oh.
That's another actually fucked up case, because wasn't what's his name? Lee Malvo? Lee Malvo Oswald?
Yeah, John Lee Malvo.
John Lee Malvo, because he was also, wasn't he just the protege of a crazy guy who was like...
It's like his dad or stepdad?
Yeah, it was a weirdo who was like, yeah, we can like be a couple if you kill people for me.
Yeah, stuff like that, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, sure, I got nothing going on.
Yeah.
Good times. I think that's another one that I heard about on a podcast recently. Just crazy shit.
Yeah, I should revisit that.
It's kind of unfortunate that my go-to time filler when my podcast queue is empty is to find a new true crime podcast. Some of them I stick with, but some of them I bounce off of pretty quickly. And I bounced off of one recently because it was like, it started off really good, and then it just kind of...
Then didn't?
It just, like, once you notice the formats and the formulas and the tricks that all of these podcasts do, there's one, it's two guys talking about true crime, talking about murder cases, and it seems like every single episode is just, it's less about the mystery and it's more about how the police fucked it up, which is not why I listen to true crime. Yeah. Like, the reason I like true crime podcasts is because I like the mystery of it. I like, I want to hear about how detectives figured things out, how they tracked down that it was this guy murdered this woman on this corner, and he left a hair, and they found these other clues, and it was her mailman from 7 years ago, and he was the only guy who collected tropical fish, and there was a receipt for tropical fish food up his butt, or, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, all that stuff kind of follows the same format, though.
But instead, every single episode is just like, this woman was found dead, and police questioned the husband, and they mishandled evidence, and so police didn't think he did it, but all the evidence says that he did it. Instead, they arrested the wrong guy. It's every episode is that. It's here's how police fucked up the case.
Well, hey, man, look, you know what?
I know the police. I know they're known to bungle shit and do things wrong.
People still just enjoy that format.
I get
the same way you enjoy the format of an old Final Fantasy game.
All right, I guess I'm old fashioned in that I want if I'm looking for that format, I want that format. I don't want you to go jazz on it. I don't want you to fuck it up.
Well, I don't listen to these things anyway, so I can't really relate to your complaints. I'm sorry.
Good, don't. You'd hate them.
Yeah.
They're saying bad things about Bellingham.
I do hate your complaints.
Hey! That's so weird. Apple tech support said the exact same thing.
We're shutting it down.
Oh, no!
Speaking of Apple tech support, my mom gets an iPhone tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Switching from Android. Finally going to have a phone that lasts a bit longer, so that'll be fun.
Yes, have some.
Have some gruel.
Well, that's fun. Yeah, I got my iPhone SE2, about a year ago?
That's about when it came out, yeah.
Yeah. The battery's already failing.
Oh.
And I don't know if this has anything to...
How hard do you use these things?
I don't use it very hard unless I'm going... And I only started doing this maybe 6 months ago. When I go to bed, I will leave it open. I will leave YouTube playing music. So, the screen is active, but it's plugged in the whole time. Should that really diminish the battery?
Well, you might be fighting with it. Might be sucking a lot of power while also trying to charge it.
Oh, boy.
So you have a tug-of-war going on.
That's dumb.
Maybe. You can get a fast charger. You can get a super powered thing. I don't know. Maybe don't do that.
Aw, why? Right. The reasons I just talked about.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, how else am I going to listen to soothing river sounds for 10 hours while I sleep?
Boy, oh boy.
I actually do have...
do you even need that much as someone who goes to bed so late?
Yeah.
Wow.
It does help. I do recommend an app called Meditation RX for folks who are trying to get to sleep. It was actually the inspiration for my YouTube video, Star Tropics Guided Meditation ASMR, which is a video I made last year.
Look that up on YouTube and listen to that for 10 hours in a row.
Yeah, I'll listen to myself. I think I've done that before.
Not you, the listener.
Here's the shit. This is what I listen to. Hang on. We got nature sounds. Here's a stream. This is the one I go with.
Getting a lot of phone up to mic.
Of letting go of everything.
Whoa.
Listen to that.
Yep.
This is
I already have to pee.
To simply be.
But, yeah, I got it.
Take some time to find a comfortable position.
I can't. You're making me have to pee.
And now close your eyes.
All right. That was in there. That wasn't me.
Of course, Alex.
It's tailored to meet my needs. And my needs are...
I do get angry a lot.
I do get angry a lot. We don't know why.
Boy, your needs are that, aren't they? Jesus. I don't know why you fell in love with that so much.
Because I find it funny when things that are already stupid are then dubbed in Japanese. Because it makes me laugh.
Yeah, when are they going to dub this show?
I don't know. Do you think we're going to dub ourselves, or are we going to hire professional Japanese voice actors?
I'm not doing this twice.
All right. Can we get Beat Takeshi for you? And who for me? No. Takahashi Meijin for you, Beat Takeshi for me.
You're just thinking of T names.
Yeah. They're about the same age, right? Like us?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I don't know.
I don't even know what that was. Thanks.
I don't either.
For listening to me, Ray, this episode. And thank you to the viewers for listening to us, Ray, this episode.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
We've got a plane to catch. We're going to the Fire Festival. Ever heard of it? Get the fuck on board.
Bread sandwiches. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Thanks, folks. Go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com. You can find a bunch of stuff on there, including a link to our Patreon. But I'm going to give you a link to our Patreon right now. It's patreon.com/nomorewhoppers. And on that Patreon, you can give us $1 a month just to be nice, or you can give us $5 a month and get episodes a week early. It's a pretty cool thing that we like to do, and a lot of people support us, and we thank them for that.
Yeah.
As a matter of
wait a
fact,
minute. Hey, were you just getting to that?
Bing, bang, walla,
bang,
bing,
walla, walla, bang, bang.
Go on.
We're thinking about putting together a little bonus podcast for our Golder and Up subscribers.
Well, don't spoil it yet. It's
I'm not spoiling
even that
it.
Solidified.
It's not even that solidified yet.
No, that's a
remember.
word, right?
Remember the fourth brother, Solidified Snake?
Yeah.
He was just a janitor on Big Shell. That guy got the shit end of the broomstick. But
don't make promises yet.
I'm not making promises. I'm just saying. Well, I'm going to run this by you live on the air. Why don't we make the first episode free to everybody, and then Golder subscribers will only get the remaining episodes.
I don't even know yet. I don't know what to tell you because we haven't even recorded anything yet.
All right. Well, here's the long and short of it. There's probably going to be a $5 and up subscriber only podcast coming soonish, maybe.
Big maybe.
So
we'll see.
Take that to the bank and smoke it.
You know, considering that we were talking about getting off our ass creatively, who knows if we'll do that with this?
That's one of the things that's been making me feel bad every day because I haven't taken steps towards that.
All right.
I'll do something this week about it.
Keep bugging you and make you feel worse until you get so depressed you don't even want to do it anymore.
Shit, it's working.
Sounds like fun, huh?
You're fun.
Just imagine me tapping my watch, going like,
That was poison.
How about now?
That's not helping.
Sleep paralysis, but it's me.
Yeah, that's okay.
Anyway, that's Patreon nonetheless. Thanks, everybody. You can call us at our phone number, 805-NMW-TALK, 805-669-8255. Leave us a voicemail on our Google Voice number. It can be anything you want. Basically, you just heard a random story about wiping your ass.
It could be a poem. It could be a poem that you heard and love.
Yeah, about wiping your ass.
Please don't.
Hey, why not? Let's
There's no need to be crass.
Oh, so Dan can do it, but no one else can?
I'm a gamer.
Is that a yes?
I'm a gamer.
I'm going to take that as a yes. Including overnerds. No one's really even sent us an overnerd anymore, but, you know, those were funny stories about weird people, weird nerds you've encountered or been. You know, there was an anime con recently, and PAX. Maybe you went there. Maybe you saw someone who was really being embarrassing, and you want to out them to the world anonymously. I mean, you probably don't know their name or anything, but, you know, they were offensive in a funny way. Right, Alex?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why that made me laugh so hard, but
sick.
Just the right moment, I guess.
Should be pretty fun, right, LL guy?
That gets me every time.
Exactly. And
if you ever if I'm ever in a coma and for some reason you want to snap me out of it, just play that drop.
That'll probably do it.
Yeah. Get the hospital to play it over the PA system for maximum effect.
Probably will do it. Yeah. We also have merch. shop.spreadshirt.com/nomorewhoppers, or you can just go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com, and find a picture of it. Shirts, stickers, buttons. We got some trinkets for you. No More Whoppers, fun stuff. And we're on Facebook and Twitter as No More Whoppers. You know, all one word. We're also on Twitter, personally. Alex is.
Hi. Oh, hi. I'm Patui. I'm Patui. That's Pitohui. You can also follow my establishment at Critical Hit Nag. There's a out of context quotes account called at OOCCHQ. And you can find links to all my stuff at patui.org. Did I get org? Hang on. Wait, establishing secure connection. Yes, okay. Patui.org.
And what posts will you be deleting on there next?
None. There's a post up that just says, hey, I forgot how to write. But you can follow a link you can get a map to the bar, you can get directions, you can find out information about my podcast, No More Whoppers. You can check out, there's a link to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/hoodedpatui, all one word. You can go to my Twitter, which I said, there's a link to my Fiverr for voice work. I'll be in your game. Please put me in your video game.
Hold up. You did set up a Fiverr?
I did set up a Fiverr, but I do not have...
No fooling.
I don't have enough voice samples on there yet. The only voice sample I have is the Miru Hako Japanese commercial, which I think is why... one of the many reasons I have not had any jobs yet.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Oh, you're pretty cool.
Happy for you. Hope that works out. If people want Alex's voice attached to anything at all...
Yes.
Send him a Fiverr, literally and figuratively.
And a lot of the rates on Fiverr, what I did was I basically just took the advice of the voiceover seminar I took, and I set all the price points to that. If you're a listener of the show and you want me in your game or project,
pay up.
Well, yeah, but like it won't be as expensive as it is on Fiverr. Just toss me a note on Twitter and say, hey, you want to read this? And I'll be like, yeah, here's how much that is. It's not going to be... Use code NOMOWO to fuck right off at checkout. Don't do that.
Just closes the window as soon as you hit enter.
Just blue screens your computer.
Yeah.
And then to my phone, it just sends a little sprite of a thumbs up.
Yeah, the emoji. Yeah. Thumbs up emoji.
Pretty good.
And
folks, I like using my voice. I want to use it for you. I'll be your home security system. Warning! Fault!
I do
garage
get angry
door.
A lot.
I'll get angry at your home. Fault! Front door!
You spoiled
Turn
my
right.
sign-off.
Turn right after 100 meters. Yeah, that's right. I'm a GPS for your house. All right, sorry, Ray. Please go on.
Hey, I'm on the internet as RDBAAA on Twitter, on Twitch, occasionally. That's my thing. And if you heard me complaining about trying to make a game, well, guess what? That's for a company called Bipedal Dog. All one word on there on the internet, or bipedal.dog on the web. You can buy the game Blast Rush on mobile and PC. Have fun with that. And what else? Been on Retronauts recently talking about Kid Icarus and Metroid. Those two weirdos. Those were some good old Nintendo franchises. Talked about those months apart, of course. And I'm going back this weekend to do some more recording. So hey, I'm glad I'm not forgotten. So
I heard they're actually the same character, because when you finish Mylon's Secret Castle, Kid Icarus comes out and says, "See you again in Metroid."
That's the hill you want to die on, huh?
Good night, everybody.
All right. But yeah, Retronauts, a podcast, which I've been on for many years, and I guess a few more. Who knows? There we go. That's it. That was fun, huh?
Yes, take me home. Country
Thanks,
Roads,
Alex.
that's your new nickname.
All right. Thanks so much. Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We will do everything in our power to get you the help that you need with your shower mildew.
Tonight, Jay's all new with the Women of the View headlines, and here's one way we could have avoided this whole recount mess. Also this week, Adam Sandler and Ben Affleck, followed by Conan tonight.
Oh, no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job is bad, you said. Your dog just ran away. It's like you're always having big bad problems.